Oops, my bad. This one's just chatting, so we don't get the usual capturing from source. Actually, I have a separate one set up, and I'm distracting myself because I'm wearing gloves right now, and the one glove is just so perfectly wrong. And I'll put that gloves thing in just a second. But welcome back. It's been a hot minute, first stream since Streammas, and of course we come back with something that was a tradition and then wasn't. We missed it last year because I was sick. New Year's stream! And just before anyone can ask, no, Zodi won't be here. Zodi had 6 shots of whiskey and needs to rest. Don't ask me how I know. Just know that Zodi is not going to appear on stream if I have any say. Might watch, though. Who knows? But yeah, starting the New Year's stream. Usually we do it like start a few hours before midnight, and today is going to be no exception. As for what we're starting off with, well, I might actually have to put a new battery in my camera. That's part of the thought. But a while back when we did that film development stream as part of Streammas, I did want to do scanning as part of it. But instead, partially because of the limited nature of Streammas, it was only 2-hour streams, we never got around to it. And so today, took care of that one role we were supposed to do. And so we're going to do that today. But first, we need to change it up a bit. Now let's see if I can change the scene collection while broadcasting. I can. I am going to put this into studio mode, though. I have the cam link off, and I actually don't have the cam link on at the moment. Oh. That shouldn't do that. Also would probably help if I turn the camera on. Like an output to the cam link. There we go. Give it a second. It's fuddy-duddy. You wanna know who else is fuddy-duddy? Me. We're forgetting to put a memory card in. Give me a second. I have to eject it from my computer. You know, I'm like, hey, let's get some setup done. Now it's like, hey, what if I don't? No, yeah, that's power. Oh boy. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, very sorry. Actually, you know what? If it's doing this, what's the point of me even having stream mode on? Studio mode on. One thing I do need to do real quick. I think control. No, not control. Control C, that's alt. That way we get the full picture. But yeah, nope. That definitely emphasizes one of the biggest problems with my scanning setup at the moment, which is that it has vignetting. My hypothesis is Valoy recommends getting a. If you're using a crop sensor, you're supposed to have like a 70 millimeter macro lens. I had one set up that I was looking to order. I haven't done it yet. So instead, I have a 100 millimeter macro that I got before I went into looking into these setups. Genius me. But let me go grab the film real quick. First roll of it. This roll I'm about to put on is the one I'm really looking forward to looking at. I think I do need to... Yeah. Need the scissors to do some snippy snips. It looks like... Oh no, oh boy. Actually, that might be why this one looks this way. So we're aware, this first one is the roll for... The roll I shot on the Canon rangefinder. And fun story that we'll wind up seeing a bit of. I shot a couple shots with the lens cap on. And it looks like when I went to reshoot them, some problems arose. I'm gonna have to do a couple of these with the BRB on. Actually, I have to do this first one with BRB because that one is not one I want chat to see. Just, keeping personal stuff censored. So, studio mode. Give me... Not that one. Go back left. Oh, okay, because I in transition, that's why.
I'm gonna hold on to my input. We shouldn't need it because that's 250 plus 200 plus 125 plus another 100.
This one, and I should also be able to get the
3 for 25 plus 250 makes 675. 675. I don't think anyone got more than 675. 675. Does anyone have more than 675? Boss has more 675. Anybody else? Anyone else? Nope. Oh no, it's going twice. They're out of here.
There we go. And I just need my shutter release.
I think I'll make a couple
clips
on
the other side.
Just saying.
Well, I guess we could beat him up. I'll wait till the giant group before I use it. Okay, here's what Oh, I should play as somebody intelligent.
Oh, really?
Yes. Well, because I started thinking about it and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. We can just make a giant wall and have all the ranged units fire at him. There we go. Alright. First picture, right? So here's what I'm thinking. Like, see, and it's, so it will, I think I'm gonna get through these first. So much for my ingenious plan! I'm not salty, you're salty! That just worked out as brilliantly as ever, I see. Oh, let's form a line. They can't get through the line. The hole in the line. The lid, Patrick. The lid. Oh,
So
I
if
know
you can
this
throw a
picture.
good hit next turn.
Okay, I think. say after the next one, I should be able to give you guys
I
a view of
miscalculated that.
what we're doing.
But now it's going to be Myth Colossus versus Myth Colossus, which will be at least a little bit amusing.
Oh, that one came out bad. Which is a shame, because this one that's overlapping with was one I really liked. I think... Yeah, from here we're good.
So this is actually going to be fun, because if he can throw Athena at me, he can steal my shield. Though it does also become a bit funny, because then I'm going to throw Athena at him and steal his shield.
So this one is... landscape photo. Let me see if I can get a... Nope, not out. Nope. I guess like right about there is going to be the best sharpness I can get in this mode. Oops. And just want to slide that perfectly in the center there. So I have a bit of a collection going, where I've taken like a bunch of pictures of local fast food joints. Oh, for feck's sake. Oh, now it says, hey, you know, that could have been somebody evading a ban. Oh shit, do I ban hammer those? I need to get that bot. Hello? I think we might need to restart Camlink. Oh, there it goes. So I'll have to delete that picture when I go to add these to the archives. Random picture I just took of the sky that day. Okay, yeah, it's here. That's... These are going to wind up with a bit of dust on them. There's no getting around this part. Oh, this one's... Oh! No, I remember how this one comes to be. This one's actually... I went to the park to... Oh, accidentally shot that twice. I went to the park one day, and basically, by the time I got there, it was sunset, and they were closing. And so I decided I was going to have to reshoot it. Get a double like the double exposure work here. The one I tried to shoot over top it is right on top of another one that looks like it did come out nice. Oh, oh, oh. Like, I mean, no offense. The version you're seeing on stream, not as nice as when I actually throw it through the inversion software. But dang, son. I feel like that was a kind of nice picture. Thankfully, after this, everything's fine. We're good. Huh. Oh, no. I guess I just had the pull in that shot. I could probably crop it out, but... Yeah, so now we hit at me going back to the park, which is where we got that last shot from. And this is where a lot of them are going to be shot, because I did this, and then I have a roll of Fuji 400 I'm supposed to compare it to some of these shots. Though some of them also going forward might be a bit underexposed, because I did not comprehend how the light meter for this works. I don't know why that... Oh, no, I know why this is like this. I said we weren't going to have another one. We do have another one. I'm sorry. So, yeah, that one was supposed to be replacement shots. And then basically, here's the shot that was originally taken, and then I realized I had the lens cap on. What I am most getting out of this, and then yeah, like a lot of these are shot at the park. My Soviet lens actually did surprisingly well. So, for those of you that don't know, my Canon 7, I bought the Canon 7 because it uses the Leica thread mount. M39, whatever. Well, okay, I don't know if you should call it M39, because M39 apparently is also used for enlargers and darkrooms. So, good reason to not overlap the two. But, Leica thread mount is basically a screw mount lens that was used on a lot of the old Leicas. I think Leica 3 and older. At least the Leica 3. Because I think I did look at that at one point recently after getting the Canon 7, because I'm like, oh, hey, you can actually pick up some cheap Leicas. That'd be funny. Because, you know, it's like I already picked up the rangefinders, because I'm like, oh, that'd be funny. But anyway, so I pick up the Canon 7 because it's like a thread mount, and like a thread mount is probably one of the more... I feel like it probably has more lenses than the alternative, which was, I think, Contax. Contax is like the alternative for rangefinders. You have like two lenses, basically. For two lens mounts, pretty much. Well, okay, more, but when we're talking about the old ones, you have Contax, which Nikon used the mount for, and then you have Leica, which Canon used the mount for. And anyways, I figured there'd be more lenses for that. Well, when I did go to buy a lens, I bought this 55mm Industar lens, which Industar is a Soviet, basically Soviets from Ukraine. But the thing is, the way the Soviets produce knockoffs. Oops, sorry, can't link in on that one. Also, apparently this did not inherit. So if I could please... Oops. If I could please not... Okay. I guess this one's choosing to behave different than the other one did. Also, I should realize I'm kind of cropping some stuff out compared to when I do this on my when I do this regularly scanning. Actually, no, I'm not. This one I feel like is one of those ones that should be underexposed because I didn't exactly read correctly how to use the light meter. But anyways, so the Soviets created a bunch of knockoffs of both, well, not just Leicas and Contax, but of Hasselblad as well. And the thing is, their lenses supposedly can have problems. Here we go. Yeah, this one probably yeah. So if you look at it, you can see the girders underexposed on this one. whereas this one's properly exposed. This was when I realized I had a problem with the light meter, because this is one of the ones I have a comparison for on the of the Rolla Fuji 400, because I was shooting both FE and Nikon FE and Canon 7 here. And so this one was shot based off of what I got from the what the light meter for the FE gave me, which I think a few of these will be like that. Because after a while, I'm like, okay, I'm doing something wrong, or whatever. It's basically the way that the light meter works on the Canon 7. But I keep distracting myself. So the Soviet lenses can have some problems, such as like the flange distance, which would prevent which would basically just cause problems with focusing. Thankfully, it doesn't look like we have the problem, but it was a possible threat. So, also, this Industar is a 55mm, which doesn't exactly match the frame lines I have. Okay, come on. Doesn't match the frame lines I get on the Canon. Sorry, dry throat. The frame lines I get on the Canon, which gives me a 50mm. It gives me a view, basically frame lines for a 50mm. I am partially sorry for anybody who was trying to keep along with that. That was... It's like, I'd keep going and then we hit tangent. I think this one we go back to landscape. Yeah, this one we're going back to landscape. And side note, I just love... I do love how the slide format came out. For doing like a scanning stream. For those who don't know, the entire, this entire scene collection is inspired by slide film. The idea being that I'm running an inversion filter on the video feed coming from the camera to make the image come out as a positive, which most slide films are like color positive film. And they've been around since... Uh-oh, we did it again. Come on. Slide film has been around since like the 1920s. Believe it or not. I learned this because I wound up finding some of my great-grandfather's slide film, which sort of leads us to where we are with this project, this whole situation and project. Because the film scanner is basically meant to be for like scanning those slides. But we hit a snag in the road. Okay, this one's gonna be land portrait. And so I figured if I'm gonna do like a scan, the problem with this, of course, is if you're watching it on the phone, it's so small you're not really gonna see much, and I'm sorry about that. It also doesn't help that I kept my stream set up to be 16:9. If I edit any of this down to video, I'm definitely gonna crop it to be 3:4. Oh, yep, okay. Here's another case of me misreading the light meter. I think this one is. All these pictures were taken on a new day. And so the day I took these pictures, I actually read the manual to figure out how exactly the light meter is supposed to work. And it turned out I was following the lines wrong in a lot of the previous shots. Thankfully, they shouldn't be too far off on their exposures. So that part's fine. But oh, here we go again. But most of it should be able to be fixed in post, which is good. Okay, yeah. This one is one of those ones I should probably cover up, but eh. Actually, I think this one was one of the ones I thought I would have the focus off. Because I can't tell. But I think I might have actually gotten the focus good on this. The thing is, looking at the contrast of everything, there's a bit of it looks overexposed, but also that just it wasn't a good black and white shot. Oh boy, we're nearing the end of the roll. Alright, this one, another new day. Uh, so the thing is, I'm definitely planning on replacing this camera for scanning. Hello? I'm turning it off and on again. No. There we go, now we're back in business. That one isn't a new one, is it? No, 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 no. This one's portrait. And I think I'm gonna be a cheeky bugger. I'm you know what, we're gonna deal with it because like this is gonna be the only time I use it. I created two slides. Two different slides for it. In the future, I am hoping to pass it along to an artist who will actually be able to get this right. But until then, you get my rudimentary version. But the big tell there is I'm actually contemplating having like a spin-off channel for this sort of stuff. Just because I've been watching a bunch of photography YouTubers as a part of this, and it falls in line with the whole that's what got us into home lab. So, yeah. This photo. It'll be interesting to look through some because this I could probably actually let me grab my phone. There's a lot I can talk about with this role because this is one I really was looking forward to seeing. Here, about that. Notes. If the gloves allow me to touch my phone. Okay, so I currently have the other role, which we'll do one before one. We want to scroll down. This one is the bikes. Spike. Get higher. Bikes. Here we go. So f8, 1/15th of a second. So I'm really going to want to zoom in on this one, and I might rescan it in the future. But, like, another one, the reasons rangefinders are actually kind of nicer than SLRs. And in turn, like, mirrorless is better than getting an SLR. Well, okay, mirrorless is like the best of both worlds. I do have a script written out going over mirrorlesses because I want that's what I want to get. I'm looking at the Sony 7 because there's a Nikon F adapter for Sony, so I can continue to use my lenses, and then I can enjoy having Sony's for the video portion of everything. But oh, jeez, I was supposed to get the sign over the restaurant, but it looks like that got blocked off by the tree. That's a shame. That shot didn't come out as well as I'd like it to have. Back to portrait mode. But so with rangefinders, because there isn't a mirror that's gonna flap when you take a picture. Sorry. Because there isn't a mirror, you don't have you can go lower on the shutter speed because it's not gonna flap. Here we go again. And cause additional vibrations. Up. Again, reasons why I need to change out the camera, because these problems are annoying. But, with the SLR, you see exactly what the lens sees. And, with the FE, I can also set it so I can see what's in focus. Oh, yeah, no, this one's out of focus. Oh, boy. This one, I think, is also, again, lower shutter speed. So, yeah, this one actually probably is one of those cases of you don't see what the lens sees. Yeah. What the lens sees, and in turn what the film will see. So this one's clearly out of focus, and this one's lower shutter speed, so that doesn't help. This one is last shot of this day of shooting. There it goes. I think I recognized that one would be off because I knew this was going to be a comparison piece. So that last one was to compare to the Fuji. This one probably would be a better comparison to Fuji. Let's actually compare that real quick. So, oops. Yeah, so that station's in focus on this one. Station, I guess I'll call it that, yeah. No, the road's more in focus on that one. But in general, this one, there's a lot better focus. And the interesting thing is this one is actually stopped up to 2.8. So that I could get the shutter speed to a 30th of a second instead of 1/15th, which was the last one. And you can definitely see the improvements. And I know somebody's going, oh, why'd you do that? And it's well, because the idea was to try and make that last one a perfect comparison to what I shot in the Nikon in color. Oh boy. This one could have come out way better. So these last few shots are, I think, purely going to be night photography. And this one just, dropped the ball. What doesn't help is, like, on one hand, it's late at night, and I'm like, ugh, I got the tripod out. I don't want them to think anything weird about me. It's like I've already had people look at me and go, why is he? What's with the guy standing there taking pictures? Like, what the heck, mate? One might be better. You know what? Probably won't be because yeah, like the sign is clearly overblown. I had an idea with the flag, but clearly it's not there. The shutter speed was too low because it's middle of the night. These ones will just straight up suck. I think we have like one more of this day of shooting. If Camlink wants to work. Yoo-hoo! Camlink! Stop giving me stuff I have to delete! It's a folder set, right? Come on. Do we need to try it again? Let's try turning it off and on again. There we go. Oh, no, we have some more daylight photography. Not all purely... And it looks like most of the daylight stuff came up better. This one, okay, even I admit this one was just, Like, I'm taking a picture of this in the middle of the day, and it's across the street. I can't... It would have been better off with, like, a longer lens. It's one of those days where they have, like, unnecessarily large unnecessary loads of traffic. I don't know. This one. Ooh, that's a baby right there. Prime Americana, baby. Prime Americana. Shooting that one again. Viciously underexposed. Ooh, baby. What were you drinking? Hello? Monsieur Camera. Uh-oh. I might have to swap out the battery. Thankfully, my batteries should still be charged. I haven't used them in a hot minute. My Nikon one tends to hold a good charge, so let's swap it off for a minute while I swap out the battery. Give me a second. And once I got that in, I'm gonna just throw this one onto the charger because, I mean, it's right there. Like, seriously, I have my battery charger on the desk. Problem is, I think it's facing the wrong way right now. Almost as though somebody was under my desk doing stuff. That doesn't sound right. No, that's the battery charger, alright. I'm just somehow not managing to work this. Oh, I know why. Have you ever considered that you're trying to throw a battery on top of a battery? So in my defense, it is hidden. Okay, I think we did shoot this monstrosity. And this monstrosity. Oh, baby, she could look so much better. Alright. Next one. Alright, now we get back into night photography. Oh, this... Wait. So I'm shooting at the side of the screen, and what I'm realizing is it's reflecting back off the window right now. I hadn't even considered that when I shot this. That's cool. Alright, get ready. The homeless man's about to show up. I didn't take a picture of him. But it's like I had these couple shots left one night. Actually, yeah, no, that's in the shot. That's just the street lamp. I would literally just crop that out. Yes, we get that. And then we have I walked back a bit. And I think this one kind of does look better. In general, these look better than when I took them on my tried to take this shot on my digital. Like the highlights were overblown. It was mid. But yeah, a lot of these. This is the night I broke the tripods. Oh man, oh, there's a story there. So all these night shots, I took out my tripod, which, okay, it's already kind of broken because it was a cheap $20 tripod from Target. But, so like, hold on. It was a cheap $20 tripod from Target. So I wind up, when I did wind up, after the first time I used it a few months back, like in May, the retention rings for the leg, some of the legs broke. Come this night, well, a lot of the night photography shots I've taken recently, that leg problem is just, there's a whole video I want to write about using cheap stuff, and it's not that you shouldn't use it, but when it does stuff like that, it really does piss me off. I think a lot of these are shot either like f4 or f5.6 because I realized I don't like shooting wide open at night because a lot of lenses they can't, it'll introduce problems basically. But like these last few we've had ample lighting, so there's no reason there should be a problem. This is the last shot on the roll, by the way. This one, pretty much I shot this one and then a homeless guy walked up and we had a chat for a bit. That's the end of that story. Like there wasn't really there isn't really much to it. And then for those of you who don't realize this is the end of the roll, want to believe this is the end of the roll. This is in fact the end of the roll. I will go grab the other one in a bit. We'll continue on that story about the iPod. So to do a lot of the portrait shots, there's like a couple options for the tripod. I can tilt it up and down, or I can tilt it left and right, sort of. You can get a picture there. I tilted it to do a portrait shot, and then I guess I must have like screwed it in too tight or something, but the bolt that they used to hold it in got loose, and so I had to like force it down. So now I have to use the like up and down tilts if I want to get a camera into portrait mode, and it's a headache. It really is. And one of these days, I should really go through the trouble of getting like a professional tripod. And also like, something I can mount it to on my desk. That's a different story for later. Let's get roll number 2. This, granted, is roll number 2 in that it is... Let me just make sure I'm not about to expose anything that doesn't... I think we're hit or miss on a couple of these. I think most of these for the starter should be good. What was I saying? Tripods. Oh, right. This is actually the second roll of black and white film I shot. Ooh. Okay. Alright, hear me out. Kind of sad about this part. Let me just, Hope that was wrong. That didn't work. Just Control Z that for a minute. Rotate 180. Okay, that's not just... It's just not going to give it to me. Okay. X ain't going to give it to me. I think there's probably some good stuff I can get out of this. This one will be... Like, even with... So this one's pretty much a 0 exposure. Let me check, make sure which number's on top of it. Yeah, so that's the double 0. That's one of the ones I'm not exactly supposed to get all the time. Basically it should have that because more often than not when you roll it into the camera, that's one that may or may not get covered. This one as well, because this is 0. But I load it conservatively. Conservatively and with malicious arrogance. Malicious pride. Oh, whoops. Actually, this is a landscape version of it. Same shot, just, different... different layout. And actually, realizing that, I'm 90% certain I probably did that on purpose. I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to do it in portrait mode so that, in theory, I get the best parts caught in the exposure. There appears to be a tear here, and I don't know if that was me or what. Let's see if that fixes the camera, by the way. Yep, there we go. What? Hello? We had it, and then we suddenly didn't. Do I just want you to try that again? There we go. Yeah, we're back now. Okay. The cam link is like way too much trouble. At times. So just so that everybody knows, now we're back to the Nikon FE, which is like my main go-to SLR. And so one of the big things with a lot of these shots is with this roll, I stopped shooting in auto mode. I basically went full manual. I would take whatever the light meter gave me, and then I'd work with it. Oh, jeez. I hate the cam link. Had this for a while. Never really got to use it with the GoPro. But with my Nikon Digital, it has been nothing but a pain in the derriere. Okay, so I need to look up what my shutter speed was on this. So, like the people in here are moving, and they're like way too blurry. Which definitely, I can't really zoom in on it, or at least I'm not zooming in on it. But I don't know if I really wanted to capture the motion of the coaster going over the hill, but I know I wanted to get the coaster going over the hill, so that part at least I'm glad to have gotten. Alright, let's see. Next up, night shots. These are never good when I shoot them on the FE. Because more often than not, especially with Cedar Point, I'm shooting them handheld. So, like, there's way too much room for motion blur. And they just, like this one, they look bad. Okay, so this one in the arcade actually isn't that bad. I feel like probably is better than I was aiming for. The vision's lost on me. Like, I don't remember what the original vision was, but, you know, getting the sign, that was the big thing. Okay, so this one just looks straight up negative. This picture though brings me back to some of my problems with. Well, I guess like it brings me back to that whole SLR versus rangefinder. So the cool thing about the rangefinder is it's more compact, which is part of the reason why I got the Canon 7. Like if I developed these rolls before Hall of Weekends, because I bought it in like September, I might have used the Canon 7 while I was at Cedar Point for Hall of Weekends. Because it's much more compact than my Nikon FE. But the biggest downside with rangefinders is they don't focus as far. So like I could in theory take this shot on the Canon 7 or a Leica, but I had to use a 100mm lens in comparison to using a 50 and being like maybe a foot away from this pepper. Yeah. So anyway, this is. Wait, yeah, no, this is one of the peppers I grew this summer. I've taken like a few close-up shots of various bits and bobs from my garden. Is this downtown? Yeah, it was downtown to take any pictures. It has to be with the crosswalks and all that. I think this is another one from the that other city that was on that last roll that I'm not naming. But apparently The Simpsons used it derogatory compared to Harvard and Yale, so that's something. Did I say Rally House? And Taylor. Oh, no. This is other side of. This is Cleveland Burp. I remember these shots now. Yeah, no, the next few are gonna actually be from a shopping plaza, basically. But anyways, so yeah, focus length. Oops, I accidentally hit the button again. Oh. Two of those. I might unplug it and plug it back in. That fixed it. But, no, I don't think I actually changed our mode for that last one. But basically, basically all SLRs, you can focus from, like, less than a foot away. Let me see. I think most of my lenses are in the bag right now, so I don't actually have them. But, like a standard lens, you can do less than a foot away to infinity. But with a rangefinder, you're usually limited to, like, the closest you can focus is about 3 feet. Which, for, like, if I'm doing a picture of, like those pictures, a picture of something in my garden, or, like, I have another picture where I set up, like, a still life on my desk. You can't do it on a rangefinder without, having to be, like, a bunch of feet away using a, say... Sorry, I'm trying to be careful because I know we're getting close to another bit of role I want to cover up. But yeah, if I want to do stuff like that, I have to have like a 100mm lens on the rangefinder and be far away. So it's like I'd rather use the SLR. Each of them have their purpose, so to speak. Actually, no, that's not a bad shot. I should probably work with that one. I'll plug it and plug it back in again. Maybe? I tried turning it off and on again. There we go. There we go. Alright, so last one was the front. This one's actually the courtyard with the fountains because these were shot back in the summer when the fountains were still on. Or to the last one, but that was shot like a lot more winter time. I think this one is about where I updated my notes. So now, with the... On one hand, I was a lot more stringent, so I'm actually getting the exposures for every shot. But also, I keep track of times and dates. So I can put those in when I throw them in my photo library. Excuse me. For fuck's sake. Why are we having problems? Like, it's a little toasty. Alright, here's what we do. Oh, you know what? The cable might actually be a bit loose. There we go. Yeah, I think the cable's just a bit loose is all. Alright. Tell me if you've seen this one before. Like, the clock tower is... I call it the clock tower. There's no clock on it, but it is actually where the bell is. Which goes off every time a clock tower bell would. This is like one of my metrics that I'll take like picture. I have like a bunch of pictures of. Hey look, sky again. Sometimes I just take pictures of clouds. They're fun. By the way, note to self, I do need to check the VOD. I still haven't figured out why there's an echo. All I've come down to is it's something to do with the video source. Okay, I think this one might be another one of those. I had an idea, it just didn't come out right. Like, I have so much of that grass. I need to, like, crop out that bottom third, bottom quarter of the picture, and I think it will look nice. But that grass is, like, way too out of focus. I should have gone for a higher... I should have gone for a higher aperture. Like, f8 or something. But, I think having the grass out of focus, like, if I just crop it, it will look nicer. Like, it's clear what the focus of the shot is supposed to be. It's, like, just the building peeking out between all the foliage. Self? Yeah? What is this? I wish I knew. For some reason, I just took a picture of my desk. With the light there. There's supposed to be anything important there. I don't think so. You just, you have the monitor. Which, looks like I'm listening to music on Apple Music. And, there's a glass down there, a bottle of Coke that I've had on my desk for a while, and finally I put something in it. Like these nice little decorative flowers. Not real flowers, but like wood-carved ones. And a open can of Lord knows what. I see. Hey, is that... what is it? Hans somebody. Hans Vader, I think. German folk singer. Oh. Here we go. Studio mode, mate.
So if he can throw a good hit next turn. No! I miscalculated that. But now it's going to be Myth Colossus versus Myth Colossus, which will be at least a little bit amusing.
Seagulls! I once saw a seagull with a fry in its mouth. There are pictures I wish I could have taken of the seagulls. Like, alright, we're gonna transition back real quick, just because this is one where I'm gonna check every slide before I
So if he can throw a good hit next turn.
So, like... This one is arguably harmless, but... I just realized... So... All of these I'm using what's labeled as classic because it's... based off of older Kodachrome slides.
Oh!
Like some of the originals.
I miscalculated
based off of a new one. Let me just transition again. We have seagulls again, and... Seagulls on the beach! Does it make sense to shoot this in black and white? I don't know! Maybe it would have made better... Actually, you know what? No. Because the truth is... Like, maybe you get the color of the water. Maybe you get the color of the sky. It takes away from seagulls on a beach, though. Like, you get that sense of... You can see how little contrast there is. in the scene. So it's like color would just put too much going on. Here we go again. Hard as I try, I know I can't quit. Something about this is so addictive. Should have known better than trying to let this go, because here we go. Go again. That was Demi Lovato, right? I feel like it was Demi Lovato who did that song. Alright, mirrors down. Come on. Give me the, yep. Give me the menu. Now give me my negative. Give me my negative while I forget I'm supposed to make sure certain shots aren't actually... Alright. Big, giant wheel. Ferris wheel. And then you get a bit of the boardwalk. Restaurant. Grand Pavilion. That's what it's called. Cedar Point's Grand Pavilion. Okay, I'm fairly certain I know this next one. So have fun with the clips.
So if he can throw a good
I
hit
am going to be
next
polite
turn-
to you guys.
She is right there.
Okay, you got
Let's
that
get
one?
some actual clips going. Even if there probably is like
I'm gonna
double
take out a
audio
few
on top of
low-hanging
you guys
fruit.
hearing me.
I'm so scared I'm gonna die to fall damage.
I so
Oh, this is
need
so
a 70
tall.
millimeter lens.
Hey, chump, get on my level.
Gambling.
About.
I like how we're actually
Meanwhile,
going through
how
this
many have
one
I
a lot
taken out?
faster
How
than we
many
did
have
the
you
last
taken
one.
out?
You have arrows. I do not.
That sounds like a skill issue.
No, you two. No. I think this next one should be. Yeah, this next one's fun.
Shit. I am so dying already.
I saw that.
Okay.
It's like over here going shit.
You got this.
You got this, fam.
Ah, you're doing great.
And out of center field, it's the Enderman. Where'd he come from? We don't know. Not from the boardwalk, I don't think. Alright, I'm gonna mute real quick so I can just say the magic words. Woo! Mama! Yeah, that one's fine. I think we should have a hot minute before I have to worry about these again. But I didn't share. No, this one's just like a bunch of birds. Okay, this one really is. Now this is starting to feel like the role whereby I just went, yeah, I want to take these shots. Like, you know, birds on the ground near a bench. People are reading, you know. Water tower behind a bunch of flowers. I don't think I had to focus around on those flowers, I'm afraid. But I still think it could be a decent one. I think I want to crop out the, I might want to crop out the left third. So. Or at least part of it. More flowers! Jeez, what am I, possessed by my great-grandfather with these shots? Which, you know, I make that joke. Fun fact, if you're watching the notes to BRB, that's kind of where the reference is coming from. Not just in the basing all this off of Kodachrome, but the name of the processing lab itself. Ah, yes. This is one of my favorite ones to do. Is try to get a picture of corkscrew going through the corkscrews. Like, get the inversion while it's upside down. That one's probably one that's going to require a crop. I don't know. Yeah. We're still a bit of ways. I've cleared most of these. Here we've got the train station on the far side of the park over by Millennium Force. That one. So, kind of interesting how they haven't really changed the train ride. Ah, here we go. Yep, next year are going to include the train. Yeah. These next few are going to be up the train. It's like every time I'm there, I try to get a couple pictures of the train. Side notes, as we finish up this last roll, well, okay, I actually might be cheeky. There's a couple rolls I want to grab real quick. Not a couple rolls, but I need to go into my I need to collect a couple pictures, couple frames. Yeah, so here we have the train with the water tower. This one was open to interpretation how I feel about this one. Next one should be good. Uh-oh. As well label this the I have issues with the Camlink stream. Combination of Camlink and the camera itself. It's obvious this is a camera from 2014. I don't actually have a newer camera. I don't have a newer camera. As we scan rolls of films taken on camera from cameras that were, let's see, the 7 I think is from the 60s, so that one is at least 60 years old. And then the FE is from the 80s. I think I have said on stream that I think it was manufactured in like 81. Oh, here we go. You know, I didn't even consider, like, he's waving in this picture. I am so upset that somebody got their bald ass head in this picture, though. But you've got a roller coaster in the background, you got a train. Guy running the train is waving. Steam's coming out of it. It's a nice shot. It really is. And somebody's bald ass head had to come and sit there. By the way, yes, I am derogatory towards bald men. And to make matters worse, I have most of my father's family is bald. My father wasn't. He and I have full heads of hair. Actually, I wind up being the out of place one in this sort of like rather conservative family because we're gonna BRB. Because I actually grew my hair out. As if to show off.
Now we'll next turn see who has aggro.
This next one.
That'll be a fun game of roulette.
I have some weird pictures.
But I think now that we're down to the boss, we should be able to finish this one off. Oh.
Alright, let me double check.
African Battle Meditation. Who does this look like? Bastila? Oh wait, wrong game.
I should check mine right.
Why do I look like you, a Jedi? Gonna use my battle meditation? Gonna win you a Star Forge?
Huh? On game!
Oh!
That's not the Old Republic.
You know what beats aggro?
AoE.
AoEs.
You know, you're not really worried about aggro on an individual if it's aggro on the whole team, now are you?
And we're done here. I know. Bow out.
You know, somewhere in here, though, is that since I'm doing this at a higher bit rate, Twitch probably is complaining.
You survived the audition.
Not bad idea.
House is across the
Because
square.
those clips,
with the
I think,
crabs
should be
outside.
720p on Twitch, and
passwords.
right now we're streaming in 1080 because I'm insane.
Ribbit?
Check this one.
Seriously? That's your password?
No,
That's
this one's
the
good.
silliest thing I've ever heard.
I mean, that's like making your password 1, 2, 3,
1, 2,
4.
3.
Crud, somebody just
Hey,
said
I have
that
that
they have
combination on my
combination on
luggage,
their
said Mel Brooks spelled backwards.
It's true.
By the way, speaking about New Year, I think that exact clip is coming out on the archive channel on Sunday. Yeah. So this stream will probably go up next Friday on the archive channel, going back to the swing of things. And I have to get my ass to work because Shorts Sunday is going to be back. Yay! You know, Shorts Sunday. This one feels questionable.
That's enough. All right.
Where are I up?
You survived the audition.
Not bad idea.
His house is across the square.
Unless you want to go out there and get me some arrows.
Short Sunday is where I upload
I really
clips
don't.
in short form or on YouTube.
But I kind of don't, yeah. Anyways,
So if you're ever on YouTube looking for the clips, I am guilty, and I put them in shorts format and upload them to the archive channel because, you know, if you subscribe to it, you might hate me a bit, but it's not like I'm uploading anything onto the main channel right now. I'm open to revising the strategy there. I think basically, when it comes to clips from streams, those I want to upload to the archive channel, and then when we do have videos on the main channel, any sort of clip from those will get put on there. That's my plan of attack, at least. I want to put this in portrait mode. So, I might be a bit guilty with this, and oh, no, because with the starting soon. Darn it. That was not something I had considered. I have like, what, 3 shots left? That one looks fine. It's the next one that's gonna be make or break. I think that's a break.
Unless you want to go out there and get me some arrows.
no, I really don't.
You don't?
But
What?
I kind of don't,
Streaming?
yeah. Oh.
You know if you check Twitch?
I forgot to put this back on. No, I can actually see your skin mostly. I was like,
Well,
why
I'm
am I being
refraining
given a
from
hoe?
streaming
Also.
your face.
I'm getting a very valuable
Wait,
artifact.
what is that?
It was discovered in the depths of this
I'm
archaeological
gonna let
dig
it
site.
despawn.
I mean peppermint.
Ooh,
Wait, I know that
that
one.
is so much wood.
Look, it's Leishi!
I
These are
only
the ones
just
that I
realized
need
that
to
these
change
aren't
over.
planks. Oh yeah.
I've got llamas.
I know. I drug you through the floor
I might
and
go into
killed you. Was
Rivals.
killing you one time.
We're llama friends now.
The ball drop.
Get on the llama. We're llama friends.
Llama friends.
Llama
Alright,
friends.
make sure you close the
Like
door.
my new skin.
Oh, I didn't realize it's a new skin.
Yeah.
Oh. I went to go look at my skin. It's just Trader Llama.
Crossbows are a bit different than using bows, and I'm
Where's your
still
name
rusty
tag?
with my
The answer is no.
ranged.
Wait, I'm at the Bastion pretty much. When I mean I'm at the
I
Bastion,
muted
I'm
the
like
wrong
5 blocks
thing.
away from the Bastion. Hi. Don't do that!
Meanwhile,
Get
I've
back
yet
in
to
my
advance the
line
frame.
of
That's
sight,
my
mister.
okay, yeah, so this next one's the car.
You hit me. I
Let's
can hit you.
get that back. Yeah, so, Zodi's drinking more. Funny part is, I have a bottle of wine sitting in front of me that I was gonna get a Riesling, but it was a Chardonnay that I was gonna have around Christmas because I was thinking about getting some fish for Christmas, having a salmon for Christmas, and I haven't had Chardonnay in forever. Yeah, that fell through. But I was thinking about getting a Riesling because I'm like, Rieslings are like a dessert wine. They're really nice. Okay, I have no clue what's going on with Twitch. The creator dashboard on Twitch, that is. But, is this acting up again? Wait, did I cut this one literally? Or I think I might have. Actually, the worst part is this is the one I was. Yeah. Oh, this one was a pain. I just tried. So back on that wine conversation for a split second. The Riesling's a dessert wine, so I felt like I don't do champagne. So it's like if I want something sweet and desserty for like New Year's, grab a Riesling. It's the logical choice. I never grabbed it. And that's basically that story. Now on to the other story, which is the way I cut the end of this roll. So when I put them into the processing tank, put them onto the reel to develop. Hello? I'm about to see that the battery's bitching to me that's... No! Battery's fully charged. Camlink's just being a bitch. I think. There we go. Ah, my favorite ride. This was the last one because we were like on the bench. And then after this one, I changed over to a roll of Fuji. Because basically a lot... Part of this was I just needed a bunch of shots so I could finish off the roll of black and white. Because basically with this one done, I had enough rolls whereby I was willing to go around and develop myself. I feel like something's off, but I think it's just I'm just seeing a tree. Oh, wait, I know what's off. The position of which you guys are looking at it. That's what's off. Durr. But, let's see if it... Yeah, you can see the way in which I cut it. So this one, because it was rewinded in the rewound on the Nikon FE, I basically rolled the leader back into the... I rewound the film leader back into the can. So I had to go through trouble getting it out. And, it basically made this one awkward for cutting off the end. The one from the Canon 7 was better, and it's mostly because the Canon 7, actually, another thing I do like about it is the way it handles rewinds. So, like, it has a little indicator telling you when to stop rewinding. And I like that because basically it stops. When it stops, your film leader is out, still sticking out. Because it's basically when it comes off the thing. So I can leave the film leader out, and that makes it easier for development. Compared to, like, with the Nikon, I'm usually just overdoing it because I'm scared I'm going to open the thing up to film sticking out, which I did once before, and oh boy. The light leaks came out nice, but besides that, whew. I've had some close calls since then, and boy, do they give me nightmares. Speaking about the Canon, though, for a split second before I go grab those little bits of film. Lesson I should have learned. I think I actually read it in the manual. Like, if you're gonna do like a double exposure, so in turn, like if you miss a shot because you left the lens cap on, what you do is you turn it into rewind, cock it halfway, and then advance with a half cock. The other half the cock. Why are we saying cock? What are we, gay? Complaining about cock jokes. What are we, guys who are insecure about certain things? Or gay? We're here to talk about the rooster? Oh yeah. No. Yeah, you come to stop the rooster. Go white man. Alright. Whew. Okay, so I've collected my thing of film negatives. Now to remember which one's which. I think it's these bottom two. These are the ones that definitely look off. Look different than the other two. It's that these are the ones I put in backwards. I think. Well, okay, this last one is just the snippets from the end of each roll. So, that, yeah. Yep. Better. Jog some memories, shall we? Ones I actually need to capture. So real quick, I just what? It's okay. I'm basically going when in Rome. Okay. When in Rome, question why you have a hair on your finger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So while I was looking away, the battery died. So now I have to grab this cable that I would normally use to charge my headphones, so that I have a long enough cable to reach the back and... Did I ever turn this off? Turn it off. Where's my charge port? Hopefully it just works. There it is. If it work well plugged in. On the looks of it, it should. Now then, let's load up a couple shots of film, shall we? So these are... yeah. So I don't think we're really going to do color film. At this. Let me turn off studio mode because we don't need that anymore. Oh, okay, it was already set to portrait. That's good. You could, like, this is how OBS gets it. I haven't tried, so I don't have any developed roles that aren't Kodak Gold, sadly. We can try it out when I have some. Ooh, jeez, focus looks off. All fairness, I think this entire shot was. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Zoom in. Jarvis, enhance. But yeah, OBS seems to have like this blue hue when you invert Kodak Gold. For anyone wondering, sorry, for anyone wondering why we're throwing these in, if you shoot night photography, I hate to say I don't recommend getting your scans back from the lab. This is what I've learned. Because we started writing it for a possible video, but we've got 3 rolls of Kodak Gold that were sent to 3 different labs. Okay, this one is just... Okay, this one is guilty of being underexposed, at least. Okay, I have a shot underneath that. But... And they're all labs with varying degrees of... reputation on quality. Uh-oh. But the problem we found was all 3 of them, when it came to night photos, especially if it was leaning on the there was some leanings towards underexposure. Like, I'm talking black sky underexposed. The scans would come out with like a green hue. Insert emulsion side down. The mistake I would have solved had I actually read the instructions on this. So, yeah. All of the night photography, more often than not, my night photography had green skies. So it's been something on the to-do list. And like I said, like, this is a combination of both. One lab, which is known for throwing its money around, get advertising. And, like, the conclusion we came to was, we definitely recommend them if you want a quick turnaround time. Because it's like being on the East Coast, it took maybe 7 days to send it off to the lab because it was a California lab. But everything was done within about 2 days. Compared to the other 2 labs, which were both East Coast, one of which was more local than the other. One took about 2 weeks, but was a good price. Because it was like $6 per roll. I'm gonna double check the focus on this one. No, that does look good. What were you saying? $6 per roll. Right. Yeah, it's $6 to develop per roll, but, it's like... I think it was 8 with scans. I don't feel like that's right. I feel like it was probably 9 with scans. The basic scans. $8 per roll is their 10 or more roll special, which is going to be my next batch I sent to them. Because I, dug up some rolls from my great aunt's basement. And I told her I'd throw them in with my next batch and get them back to her whenever that happens, because I had to shoot like 6 more rolls of film. Which, we're a roll and a half away, I think. Roll and 2/3. Because we only shoot like 36 exposure here. The third lab, though, like each of them had their own recommendation, reason for being recommended. Like I said, first lab, the California lab, quick turnaround. Second lab, local one to me, low price. Third lab, that one was because of the resolution of their scans. And actually, that third lab scanned this roll we're doing right now. But like I said, sadly, oh, you know what? This third roll is actually the last of the 3. This third roll is the last of the 3, and this one includes a lot of what I called spicy shots. They were spicy because they were night shots I knew I shouldn't have shot for the settings I was getting. But you know what? The thing is, sometimes you should take a risk. Like, if the brain says no, that's a bad idea. No, sometimes it's right. But it's like if you're doing something creative, and it goes, no, that's a bad idea. Sometimes you have to go, you know, brain, you got a point. But hear me out. What if we just do it? Like, we can't just let the dream be a dream. We have to just do it. And basically that's how we get this. But that Ferris wheel one is nice. Alright. Next one, which actually is me trying to recreate a shot from the first roll that was nice, but now it's like I'm trying to develop it. Now I'm trying to process it, and it's just... the magic's missing. Like with the lab scan I got back, I can just make it so that the green is mostly black. But... it's like... processing color film is kind of harder than doing... I am realizing I'm not changing the perspective on some of these. Yeah, so that one was going to be upside down anyway. But anyways, like I was saying, color is surprisingly much harder to process than process into a digital positive compared to black and white. Though that could also just be like all the software, the different softwares I'm using, and I need to work on them. That is also valid. A valid take. And not wrong. Actually, I think the last one on this one is like cut off early. There we go. think that one's just blurry. Yeah, something gives me a feeling that one was just blurry. Alright. Okay, I hate to say that we're here, but you know, I'm always making the remark, when in Rome, just do it. Like, I've got the first 5 of these. I've done some scans on the first 5 of these, but... yeah, I don't think I had to worry about anything else. The rest of these, like, don't include anybody I know. I mean, obviously, showing this shot, it's like, oh no, you guys know I've been to Cleveland. Oh boy. That's gonna be public info that isn't out there. Yeah. Next thing I know, I'll propose that some of these pictures aren't actually available online. Wait. Hold on. Crud. You might be able to find these places. Don't look them up. But I mean, come on. Some of these are actually some, like, nice shots. I think that one recently got posted on Bluesky. It's actually, like, it's a I've realized it's actually a nice picture. And, like, a lot of these do come out nice. Like, you just take a shot and you're not thinking, oh, this is gonna be amazing. You're like, oh yeah, no, this looks nice. Yeah, very cool. And then sometimes you get the negative back and you look at it and you go, well, not the negative. You get the scan back and you look and you go, you might for like a week go, okay, not bad. But then like a month later you find yourself going, oh, hold on. That's a banger. Like, hot dog, son. She fine. She fly. She fly better than my great uncle. Oh, whoops, that's a different conversation. She fly like my cousin who got an Air Force base named after him. You know, I do pray for the day that, you know, you've got people watching. Oh crap, that's... let me fix that. There you go. That last one would have been off too. Oh, I laugh for the day that this actually gets you... like, people are really viewing some of this stuff and it's like, whoa. Lore in the early days? Lore? Lore! Why are we saying lore so enthusiastically? Are we having sympathy for that conniving bastard? Yeah, hate me. I laugh at my own jokes. I laugh at my own jokes and I... I need to buy that one lens on eBay. You know, so long as I have these. You know, I do feel like I should look into like how to get LUTs done. So that way like we can have a LUT for these. Or well, you know, like have a filter so it's like a proper positive image instead of whatever the heck we're calling this. Whatever we want to call the blue hue. Alright. I take it back. This one's going to require studio mode for a second. Be right back.
Crossbows are a bit different than using bows, and I'm
Where's
still
your name
rusty
tag?
with my
The answer is no.
Myself in portrait mode real
range.
quick so I can get this one shot I
Wait,
missed.
I'm at the Bastion pretty much.
Actually, I feel like I might have gotten.
When I mean I'm at the Bastion, I'm like 5 blocks away from the Bastion.
Sometimes you just got a better safe than sorry.
Hi. Don't do that!
Now get back in my line of sight, mister.
You hit me. I can hit you. You put my helmet down to 1%.
Oh, I was off. There we go.
Okay, we're back. You know, I'm actually kind of glad I decided to do this. One of the roles I developed as part of that film dev stream during Stream Miss, I actually had like a similar shot to that on the black and white roll. I completely forgot I had that. Like, I should compare those two. They're different angles, mind you. But yeah, no, I know I have this on the motion side forward. Why am I questioning myself? Well, you see, I question myself because
Crossbows are a bit different than
Whoops,
using
that's what I
bows.
want. There we go. Hey chat, I don't know about you, but I think I've been to Cleveland. Anyone else? Anyone else get that vibe? I've been to the mystical land of Cleves. Alright, yeah, no, I can see a couple. Because I don't think... Alright. Yeah, because I think I was like being willy-nilly with some of my test shots, is what happened. Alright. Again, since I'm doing Win in Rome...
Crossbows are a bit different than using bows, and I'm
Where's
still
your name
rusty
tag?
with my
The answer is no.
ranged.
Okay, wait, I'm at the Bastion pretty much. When I mean I'm at the Bastion, I'm like 5 blocks away from the Bastion. Hi. Don't do that!
Now get back in my line of sight, mister.
You hit me. I can hit you. You put my helmet down to 1%.
Oh, I was off. There we go.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have any
I need
donations
to get
set
a
up.
program going to rename a lot of these files.
I I haven't really
Got
gotten
him!
that far.
Probably this one. I know you guys can't see it. I hope that one comes out.
Don't
better.
you dare draw them into a fight. As I
Hold on, let me go to VRB real quick so that we can skip over that one.
I mean,
You don't like your I mean your ship! Your ship. Yeah, that thing that comes with an extended auto warranty, right?
yeah.
Right?
You'll get 10 messages a day. Don't worry about it.
Hold on. I got a carrier pigeon right here. Hello, we're trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty. And the face just makes it better.
Oh, Camling.
Like,
Let's see.
You know what? I can unplug it for a bit.
All sudden I started realizing. But the last semester, the staff lounges were regularly filling up, but this semester, it feels like the staff lounges are barely in use. What are these staff lounges for if none of my staff are using them? Blah! I have more students using the student lounges, and... oh, nope.
Oh, I see. Gate crashers, is it? I'm afraid without an invitation, you aren't seeing anyone. But the Undertaker, get 'em, lads!
I will take off it makes
mate,
age
I'm not
references
really much
for
of a
500,
WWE
Alex.
fan. Like, seriously, but can't you smell what The Rock is cooking? Literally
Okay.
standing right there, you can't smell what The Rock is cooking. You're in for a world of hurt, bud. Rip. Probably shouldn't have stood next to the explosive barrels. Just saying. Just take it over a few blocks.
Same. Can I toss out the, coal ore?
No. Alright, give me like a fraction of a second. Before you plug back in. Come on, Gamlink. What do you got for me? We're almost done. No, that's not where I want to be. There we go. That's where we want to be. That's where we want to be. So, like, a lot of these are like poor reference shots because obviously they're taking a different time today, different conditions. But this was one of the reference shots I had for like all the roles, and uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. When I originally did this, might be able to use this one. This bit's to push it. These were on longer scraps of film. And what I'm learning from this is maybe don't leave it just sitting at 2. So yeah, I think this one, I feel like this one got cut off at the top when they sent it back to me because I'm 90% certain I might have had like a bit more sky above Snoopy. But at least looking at it, oh, whoops. And Snoopy's upside down. Never mind. But yeah, that does us with the in this mode. And to make matters worse, we're half an hour away from the end of 2025. At least in this part of the world. Oh boy. Okay, so I have like enough for 2 more rolls. So I have to leave a note to myself that wait. Yeah, no, 2 more rolls. Um Oh, I think this is fine. Like I'm talking about note to myself. The note would basically just be about what to shoot. Because what? Oh, that's why. It alternates which side is. That makes sense. Um when as part of buying chemicals, develop these rolls, I I bought a couple rolls of Arista 400. So I have a couple more black and white rolls I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna look into it a bit more because on one hand, I'm letting the internet try and convince me that there's a right way and a wrong way. Because I was browsing Reddit, famous last words, and I was reading how with how everybody just scans the film to like convert, basically scans it to have it digitally on a computer, and that's how you're going to process it anyways. What exactly is the point of pushing and pulling? And like, I'm gonna actually, I should probably look at it with the that Canon 7 rule, because that one definitely has underexposures, but I was actually contemplating trying out a bit of push and shooting those Arista rolls at like 1600, like going up 2 stops to try and get some interesting night photos. Get some interesting photos for not the price of a 3200 film. And of course, black and white, you don't have any 800 options really. Like and then color basically cuts off with Portrait 800. So that. But basically the gist is I just want to experiment with it, which okay, is kind of what Arista is there for. Like it's that cheap film you're supposed to that's supposed to allow you to experiment. And that's kind of what I want to use it for. Any whoozy what's it? I will throw that onto my MacBook. And let's go back to the defaults in collect. And who wants to go to Times Square for some New Year's? I don't know if I actually didn't look at. I haven't touched rivals in a minute. Oops, grab my taskbar instead of my OBS. And of course, in honor of New Year's, let's pour out a glass. Well, I mean, in honor of like the pictures seemingly coming out good on the Canon 7 with the Industar. I think that that alone is worthy of some wine. So, I don't have... Oh, no, I do have a bit of glassware. Okay. It's a... Cheers, chat. It's a very buttery Chardonnay. I'm gonna be honest there. Oh, I'm gonna have to open up my Mac in a minute. Cap skin. Let me make sure I'm not about to nuke stream. Alright, studio modes. I get myself every time with that. By the way, no Jeff. We changed over to Luna. Oh, shit.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not.
Well, I guess Brain.exe kicked in.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and
Alright, let's Cloak and Dagger so we can get this shit done and over with. And then watch the ball. There's no ball to drop. Good thing I didn't drink any wine before this. I'm not about it.
always a spark of light in darkness.
I'm not as about to blow this as Zodi would be.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Emma's on a throne. Look at that, Jeff. I need to...
So if the timelines are all entangled, how many MJs are there? This could get complicated.
The battle
What's I about to say? Oh, right.
3.
I have an e-reader now. I need to start picking up some comics.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Go.
That... And I'm getting... So... Miss Marvel. What is up with that one? Like, it seems like a lot of...
They're headed our way.
Alright. Am I maintaining Spidey anytime soon?
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Mission area.
Alright, we got the mission area. Hulk is about to take out Punisher. Ah! Wait, did I get him, though? I didn't.
Control lost. My time to
Damn it. Can I bounce it? 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 I can't bounce it. Damn it. Alright, got Jeff back on. Right, I don't know where Strange went.
Lights out.
My time to shine. So close.
Alright. No, Spidey's up ahead.
You get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Damn it! I should have waited a second. I might have gotten Spidey. Oh wait, that's our jab. I think I accidentally turned on my TV.
Much to prove.
Damn it! Come on, just move forward.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Suck it, Spidey!
Don't worry, I got the arm.
Against the world. Disappear. Your team's captured progress.
Emma got that.
Fantastic! Ha-ha!
Damn it. Nope. Shit.
Double KO. Dagger's back. They've almost got it.
Come on. We've just about got it.
You get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Just embrace the light.
Nope, don't have that yet. I know there's a Spidey nearby.
Let's keep fighting. My time to shine. I am burning.
Alright, let's see if...
Against the world. The area's almost yours. Yes. One down. Just embrace.
Damn it. Lost Spidey for a second. Jeff got him.
You owe me one.
Careful, Nong. Like the others.
The moon haunts you!
My time to shine.
Nope.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I'm not focusing as part of the problem.
Double KO. Control walls. Comes back.
No way are we holding it. Damn, it was like really close. Okay.
Always a spark of light in darkness.
Ugh. Oh, we haven't dropped any frames at least.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. We thought you were a goner after the by the queen.
And
You'll never guess who showed up to save the day. Morbius.
our Emma is calling out our Hela.
Things got weirder from there. I'll tell you about it sometime.
Like,
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
I,
2, 1.
she ain't working. It's painful.
Capture the mission area. Got it?
Death and decay. I feel right at home.
I mean, I'm not about to bash them if they're practicing. Like, I...
Race with the amazing Spider-Man!
Damn it. Alright, looks like she's gonna have some help. I think we should be able to take this one at least. I'm not doing half the support role I normally do. Nope. Jeff is holding me. We got him. No, Peter. Sorry, I couldn't quite catch that. Come on, get me something. Two more seconds. Hopefully I help our Spidey a bit. All right.
Too bright for you.
All right, back to battle support. I think we're. I guess we're gonna hold him here. Jeff is down, I'm afraid.
Your powers are mine!
Nope. Didn't realize that Emma was on me. Worst part is that Emma was probably Loki. I mean, not bad. Like, close match. And this is actually going rather well. A lot of them fell outside of the range when I did that. Jeez, I might as well be going Gambit. You and everybody else, hon.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger. Did you draw? My time to shine.
Like, yeah, don't mind the fact that you guys... Nope. Who was that?
I'm back to shine. Fighting until we have a winner. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Dang! Wow, okay. And I'll take getting out healed by Sue. But, oh, wow, okay, no, actually Sue did like way more than Loki. Oh, and Gambit was a substitute. Like, wow! Our hell really picked up at the end, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. Sue carried that team. No question asked. Sue carried, like so much so she beat out Jeff and I. Like, dang, son. Spidey definitely did good. Ella's got a lot to learn. But yeah. Wow. Okay, now to do it the right thing we were gonna do. Which is just jumping over to Times Square. Where apparently join the ball to get. Oh yeah, they got the Pym thing. Oh, there it is. With everything going on, though, I'm gonna make a quick change of character. I know which one I want to go for. Whee! Let's grant everybody some, Wait. Oh, I missed it. Did that land on top of the Christmas tree? Darn it. Let me see. I think go up against this wall. There we go. They got like little Jeff figures up here. It's pretty cool. Jeff lands!
All I ever wanted to do was sing, really.
7 minutes. Now, I was about to ask, like, is it being very right channel heavy? Because I'm hearing a lot out of my right ear. Oh, jeez, giant Iron Man. Hey, Mark 1 Iron Man! See, now what these guys really need to do is, while they're giant Iron Man, they just need to parade themselves up and down the street like it's the Macy's New Year's Day parade. Along with the Jeffs. Look at that pack of Jeffs over there. Absolutely adorable. Wait. I never noticed this. Luna has like a bit of chocolate on this skin. Also, it strikes me, I don't think I've really done this, this Luna skin on stream. The bow had me going crazy for a split second. I thought she was, I thought for some reason her toes were clipping through the shoe. Wait. Yes! That Luna down there also has it. The wafer. I just noticed it. Like, she and Iron Man are just doing what I'm doing. Now that billboard over there, the Gambit and Rogue one should definitely be around for Valentine's Day. Just say it. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm gonna break up this stream. Like, we might have a bit of a post segment where we do Jeff lands, but in comparison to past streams, this one is gonna go up on the archive channel as a full VOD, I think. Vegas fireworks canceled because of rain. Now that's funny. I'm gonna alt tab real quick. I want to check YouTube real quick. Not YouTube. I wanted to check Discord real quick because, like, right around the time he brought up Vegas, I was being reminded. I'll give him a shot. Circuit Rewind Vince. The last couple years that I've been on the Craft Computing Discord, usually he'll share like a feed of Seattle, Washington's festivities, whereby I guess they do like a they've got it. What is it? The Space Needle, and they do like a whole light show and fireworks around that. I'll be back in a split second. I'm sure Zodi's probably over in the living room and passed out.
Ready for combat.
Sorry about that. Lunchbox's fault. I think Zodi just straight up crashed. Though, walking out for a minute. Man, that's just something to think. That gave me a thought. Because, like, okay, to an extent, I do make the fact I'm an East Coaster a bit of part of my identity. Go figure. But it's... To think I grew up watching sort of what's about to happen here broadcast on TV. Okay, not exactly what, but it's based off of. I've always grown up watching the Times Square ball drop on TV. Because being an East Coastie, New York is the city that most of us will set our time zones to. And so when it's New Year's there, it's New Year's here. And now here we are. Here I am watching it in a video game. Also, just the fact that I haven't really watched it much since moving out. I think it offers me a stream on YouTube. Oh! Nancy Drew becomes public domain. That's an interesting one. Yeah, it's like, we can just go back to just chatting for a few moments and then, talk about everything about being public domain. Because tomorrow's New Year's Day, which is also public domain day, where we celebrate everything getting added in to the public domain. Oopsie daisies. Oh, hey, it's actually dropping. Standing by. Three. Okay, one more thing. Oh, hey, that's interesting. It was like red at the top, now it's... Ooh, they did not sync that audio, though. Great. And then I can hear the delay in the broadcast. I think they're watching CBS in the living room. But yeah, no, that was definitely delayed because that had 4 seconds left, and I guess that was actually right. But I was about to complain about Post Malone was on the one broadcast we were watching, and I was complaining that the bass was too high. Which could, of course, just be... It could be my sound setup, but I'm 90% certain they had like too much bass in the broadcast. I'll be right back again. Enjoy the fireworks.
It's just gonna snow over here. Martin's an international pop star and full-time superhero.
Night.
Star power team.
So it turned out Zodi was able to get up. Zodi watched it. And then I joked about, what do you mean? We're watching the fireworks on Times Square right now. I thought it said they were supposed to have a thing. Look at Bucky up there brooding. Makes me want to change over to Jeff so that I can, splash him. Spray him. Shower him. He's stinky. The Winter Soldier is stinky. I gotta remember, it was a thing that happened here, and Zodi and I were both there for it. I was one of the Jeffs. But I was saying, yeah, we need to commission an artist to get, like, a whole... Well, let's not go any weird places with that. Oh. But, like, to get do, like, a picture of that. A whole bunch of Jeffs just spraying down a Winter Soldier. '26. Lord knows where we're going from here. IRL, whole world's going to continue going to hell in a handbasket. That one's a given. Nah. How do I cancel? I guess like that. There we go. You think we've been here for long enough? It's about 10 after. 6 after. Okay, real quick with that there. Actually, you know what? No, I was about to say, now I want there to be... I think there is a Blade anime. Just like, little fun fact. I forget when it was. It was like around the 2010s, I think. There was actually like an anime X-Men done. And I have it on my media server. And I think alongside that, they also did like Blade and whatnot. Truth is, like, Marvel has a lot of unknown, lesser known projects from the early 2000s. Like, even after the MCU kicked off, they have projects that, like, I don't think most people are aware ever happened. Oh, granted, that's because, you know, most people, the argument would be... Should we do it? Let's do it.
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, I didn't realize that. She has like a cake she stands on. And like that, we bid them adieu. What am I missing here? So the Jeff one ends soon. That's fine by me. I guess I can pick up whatever this is. Oh, just a collectible. Battle Pass. Yeah, friendly reminder to just grab those onks. Now that's gonna be the let up for the collectible. New Year 2026. And that will delete itself. But yeah. No. I'm sorry. I was about to end it. This is how we have to end it. And you can see somebody else also. How much longer do we have on this? I think I need to do Striker as the thing. That's what I'm working on. Because that was like the... Each of the... You get like different nameplates for each of them.
Alright, time to find out who's our ultimate party shark.
Darn it. It's been a hot minute. Ow. Yeah, I'm bad at this. Do I do it? Alright, come on. Yeah, go boy! All you gotta do is gobble them up. Oh, we're recharging this like mad, baby! Ah, I died. I still got a charge, though. I think, sadly, my team is definitely lacking. Oh, I missed it. Ah, I got caught. Come on, come on. Alright, here's my whole team. And I got gobbled. I don't think we're gonna win this one. But you know what? Apparently I got killed. Ah! I got shot off the map. Yeah, we're definitely not. Yeah, I think this is lopsided. Oh, wait! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, this is gonna be close.
Snowman. We've got a winner. Yes, it is.
That son of a shark. Land shark. I think I got a few kills, though. Even though I died a good few times. Yeah, and MVPs are used. I mean, I think I've seen a beat strikers a couple times. Let's do one more. You know we can't go out on a loss. Okay, so I think... Crud, I lost track. I think I did pour one out for the new year. Oh, no, he's part of my team. Nope, I died. Was there someone behind me who got me?
Looks like we're falling behind a bit, but don't worry. Just keep swimming.
Darn it. I do so much better as a painter. No, they spun out.
Looks like we're falling behind a bit, but don't worry. Just keep swimming.
Woo. I'm on the orange team.
Looks like we're falling behind a bit, but don't worry. Just keep swimming. Final 30 seconds. Go, Sharks, go!
That was a good counter. Yeah, we're not winning. Purple's got it.
Yay, that's a match.
That was lopsided.
See who built the best snowman. We've got a winner. Isn't that right, Jeffy? Yes, it is.
Alright, let's see if I got the one for, Striker. Business suit Jeff! I think that's one I have equipped. Well, let's see, that's the only one I have for Jeff. Yeah, I did shit that time. I always like to upvote everybody. Missions. Yes, Winter Wonderland. Oh, I just have to play Keeper. Sorry. Battle Pass missions. Control 20 enemies. Alright. Let's do a Keeper game. Can totally not finish off this bottle of wine. Allegations unfounded. Purple this time. No, excuse me. Purple team. I'm a bit concerned about the fact it now says we're starting to drop frames. I am hoping that's on Twitch's end. So I might have closed out of a certain thing. Yeah, no. That's gotta be on Twitch's end. There's no reason we should be losing it on the bottom.
Time to find out who's our ultimate party shark.
Alright, time to learn Keeper.
Looks like we're falling behind a bit, but don't worry. Just keep swimming.
I did a bit of damage before I died. Darn it! Get him!
Looks like we're falling behind a bit, but don't worry. Just keep swimming.
I'm not exactly what you would call an expert painter. As a matter of fact, I'm what would be referred to as somebody who dropped out of art. haven't even been using the ball. That's probably the worst part. I don't think we got it. Purple definitely got it. What? No, we were purple. Crud.
Yes, it is.
New plan. Stop being weakest link. Painter or bust. Because I've gotten MVP on that so many times. I don't know what it is. Like, you know, we weren't getting the upload there for a minute. Plot twist. I have what works for me and it just works. $12:30. Jeez, we're going on 3 hours.
Alright, time to find out who's our ultimate party shark.
I mean, you basically just like paint it this way. Come on, purple! Let's leave them some purple rain. Oh, God. Suck it, Mr. Keeper. I mean, honestly, Painter's like probably one of the nicer ones to go for. Ah, shit. I just, like, killed myself. That was smart. Come on. Oh, crud. Can we not have the same brain cell for 5 seconds? I do like next to no damage.
We're halfway through this little feeding frenzy.
Alright, let's see if I can gobble someone. Yay, I did it! Weird. Normally when you hit someone, it actually recharges. Wow, that actually lost us like a lot. So it could also just be my team dying. Sharks, go! Yeah, that was the thing. I don't think we got it.
Who built the best snowman?
Maybe?
We've got
No! We just barely lost it! Oh, chat! Chat, I'm gonna drink this developer that's sitting next to me. Well, I get MVP for my team at least. Yeah, I died like the least. I'm gonna be guilty on that one. Like, not like my MVP was that obvious, but... I mean, also, Zodi would be blaming me for not healing. The magic trick is not dying. If you don't die, you get SVP because you're too busy painting the map. Which way is everyone?
All right. Time to find out who's our ultimate party shark.
Let's just make sure we get everything. Jeez. Like, I got bullied there. Truth be told, I actually feel like this probably does more to paint the map than... Okay. Don't do that when there's a striker near. I hear everybody's doing Jeff ults. Dang. This one's actually a lot closer, though. And you can definitely see we're at least keeping our quadrant of the map full. Yeah, so we definitely want to take out orange. No! I almost got outside! I hate to say it, I don't think we're gonna win one. Boo! That should not count. I accidentally did that. Boo! He was on our spawn. What's with me winding up on the team full of everybody dying lately? No way did we get it.
Let's see who built the best snowman. We've got a winner! Isn't that right, Jeffy? Yes, it is.
How you say we suck? And I got SVP. Our other painter had like 5 kills. Wow, okay. I see how things are. Okay. Well, with all that, I think we've had our New Year's extravaganza. Thanks everybody for coming along. As always, I've been me, you've been you. We're in the new year. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. As always, I've been me, you've been you. We're in the new year. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.